Hey, what is going on, everybody? Welcome back to an episode of Dreadlocks. I'm Gunther the Great, and today we're going to be looking at some of the best freeform dreadlocks. I looked up hashtag freeform locks on Instagram, so we're going to be rating these. I love freeform dreadlocks, and I'm going for a full head of dreadlocks real soon. So should I do freeform dreadlocks? Comment down below. And I just love freeform dreadlocks because they're freely forming. And enough of me talking, let's just look at them. See, like the reason I like freeform dreadlocks is because we can obviously see so many different, not only textures, because all the hair is locking up at different rates, but you see just from hair growth and being outside, you see the sun bleaching, which I think is perfect. I honestly liked when I had my first set of dreadlocks that I had a bunch of like sun bleaching on my tips, and it just overall looked really good. Like right here we see that there's a skinny one back here, and then up here we see some thick ones. And it's just really cool being able to have all those different, types of dreadlocks. What do you guys think? Do you guys think that it looks cool when there's multiple sizes? I honestly think that it does look a whole lot better. Not necessarily better, but I just think it's so unique to have all different kinds of sizes and shapes when it comes to the dreadlocks. I'm gonna rate everyone 1 through 10. Let's do 1 through 5. Makes it easier. I'll try to be not as biased, even though I love freeform dreadlocks. I'll definitely say that these would be, in my book, I'll say let's do a 3. We'll start out pretty midway, okay? I like how it's all natural color, because bleaching, I honestly want to stay away from like coloring my hair in the future, because I remember when I dyed my first set of dreadlocks, I actually just dyed one Congo, and I still don't like it. It's really cool. See, I mean, it's just very freeform, freely forming. For any of you guys who don't know, freely forming or freeform dreadlocks is allowing your hair to freely form. You don't have to do anything to it besides wash it. And if you don't wash it, those are actually called neglect dreadlocks, to where you don't do like literally anything. But these I like a lot. I believe that is the natural color as well. Her roots do look pretty dark, but I believe that could be possibly the natural color. They look about a couple years, have to be a couple years deep. And I would definitely say I'll give these a 3 as well. I'm gonna do another midway. Now I was looking at these, I didn't get a chance to rate them, but I'm actually pretty stoked on them. To be honest, I really like gray hair, especially obviously on older people when it fits them and that's their actual hair color. And I know for me, when I start getting gray hair, I'm just gonna leave it. I'm gonna let it be gray. And obviously I'm far away from that, but I always thought it was weird when people have gray hair, but then they dye it back to their whatever their hair color was. And I think gray is just a way of like showing like, yo, you earned your gray hair. I think gray hair is something that you've earned. Obviously with age comes gray hair, but at the same time, if you get gray hair, just wear it, keep it all natural. But these are very cool. You can see, like, based on the back of the head, you can see that there's probably some really thick ones going up into there, but at the same time you see some really skinny ones. To be honest, I don't think these are freeform locks. Like right here, that dreadlock right there looks almost like it's interlocked. Now, one thing that a lot of people will do is they'll have dreadlocks and then eventually they'll just allow them to, freely form afterward, which a lot of people will start calling semi-freeform. I'm not sure when that term started. I feel like knotlocks was one of the first ones, honestly, that I've heard say semi-freeform. And then I just started saying it, which honestly, it's not really a thing, but we say semi-freeform when it comes to people that have started their dreadlocks and then eventually started freeforming afterward. So this possibly could be the case, because it almost looked like there is an interlock at the bottom and probably at the top, somewhere in the links in there. Honestly, these are really clean. Now this is like extremely freeform right here, and these are what are really cool. I like when they're super unique. Of course, everyone's hair grows at a different, rate and pace, and they grow in different directions, and depending on how you hold it up, some people don't even ever hold it up, and it just gets a different form when you kind of maintain it in any way possible. So say people that do like a pineapple top, then their hair starts to stand up a little bit more, especially with freeform dreadlocks. Now, one thing that a lot of people don't notice is if you have maintained dreadlocks like twisting with gel or any kind of maintained dreadlocks, and you start pulling it up a whole bunch, that can eventually cause your hair to stand up and not lay down properly if you want it to be maintained properly. Now, people with freeform, say if they hold it up, they'll do it intentionally a lot of the time in order for it to stand up. Like, I'm sure The Weeknd, he had a ponytail at the top and probably one in the back, and that's just how his hair formed. I'm pretty certain that's what happened. And we see people like when Juice WRLD was here, he had that ponytail on the side, and that causes his hair to stand up over there. We see all these other people that have freeform dreadlocks that will pull it up, just like Jaden Smith when he had his dreadlocks. Now his were semi-freeform, but he tied a lot of his together and those ended up turning into Congos or even just thick dreadlocks. Anybody who doesn't know what a Congo is essentially 2 or more dreadlocks tied into one, with the fingers or the ends of the dreadlock still being free. Now you can intentionally install Congos by using rubber bands or wire or dreadlock jewelry to wrap multiple dreadlocks together, or to be honest, they will eventually lock up together regardless if you are freeforming. These are really cool. This is a really thick hairstyle right here. I feel like his hair type is probably a 4C because of how thick these are. Hold on, I didn't rate these. I didn't even rate the last 2. Anyway, this one, I'm gonna give a rating of, I'm gonna say 4 because I just think they look really cool. Which other ones did I see? I'll give these a 4 as well. I'm really feeling that these are continuing to get better as far as what I think looks very unique and very cool. This guy looks like The Weeknd, don't deny it, really does. I'm just gonna give this a quick rating. Let's say, I'll give it a 3, but you can see, man, look at those. There's some skinny ones, there's some really thick ones, and that's what is really cool about freeform locks. Now moving on to these, I'll give these a 3 as well. They're very interesting. They're all curled, and that's just like what I was saying. He most likely probably wears it up in a ponytail and then takes it down, and that's what creates the bends inside of his dreadlocks. Here's some really thick ones from the back, and this is what a Congo is. This is perfect. Now you could call these wicks, but they're actually not because they have free dreadlocks at the ends. A wick is essentially just a really thick dreadlock, and we see that very often in kind of more of the East Coast or, you know, Florida, southern areas. This is what you kind of imagine when you think of freeform dreadlocks, and this is all just natural coloring. There's no hair dye in there. That's just sun bleaching. He has like a natural dark brown hair color, but from the sun it bleaches, and I like how it tapers down into that color. It's really cool. But I definitely give these I'll give these a 3 as well. Now these are very clean. I like when they're all over the place like how these are. I give these a 4. Let's see if anybody gets a 5. I don't want to like give someone a 5 because I just feel super biased. I think I'm giving everyone like medium numbers because I just like freeform dreadlocks overall. It's very cool. He dyed them. Quick rating. I give it a 3, just because I'm not a huge fan of dyeing dreadlocks. Now I'm not gonna lie, dyed dreadlocks look very cool. They are actually very clean. But guys, let's try to find a 5 in here. Sheesh, these are clean. Holy smokes. 100% freeform because dang, hold up. These are smooth, hold up. Yeah, this dude has some really dope dreadlocks. I like how they're thick. The ends are not completely maintained. See, it's almost like this to where I follow. But this dude has some really clean dreadlocks. I'll probably give these a 5, honestly. 5 out of 5. But like I said, I'm not sure if they're 100% freeform, but I like the way they look. Look how thick they are, and then look at the tips, how they're very loose and undone.
Sorry, I'm having trouble understanding.
Oh,
right
please,
now.
Alexa.
Please try a little later.
But guys, this picture right here, like this whole hairstyle and the way it's sitting is really nice. I give these a 5. These are really clean. And what do you guys think? Comment down below what you guys think of all these dreadlocks. You can comment down which one you thought was best. You can just put their @name down below. But don't forget, guys, to go check out DREADLOCKS on Instagram. You can tag us, and then you can be featured on the page. And we just hit 17K followers on Instagram. Big up to you guys. You guys are the ones who makes it happen. And we are a community. This is like a family. I don't look at it as followers. We're all just kind of circulating in a community, which is really cool. And I do want to mention really quickly to go check out DREADLOCKS.com, which has all your dreadlock needs and all your necessities. All you have to do is click the link down below. And these are all really great prices. They're the best prices you'll find online. And especially with everything that's going on, online shopping is the best way to actually find any hair products or anything like that you want for your hair. So you can get stuff like locking gel, interlocking tools, you can get a dreadlock sponge, anything like that can be found on DREADLOCKS.com. So don't forget to go check it out. But other than that, guys, hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Other than that, I'll see you guys next time. Peace.